So what is up, amigos? Hope you're doing awesome. My name is Maddie and welcome back to my channel. Alright, so something massive just dropped today. Ramayana, the introduction, a first glimpse at what might become one of the most ambitious Indian films ever made, with a budget of a whopping $100 million for just the first part. Directed by Nitesh Tiwari, who's known for films like Chiller Party, Dangal and Chichore. This epic stars Ranbir Kapoor as Lord Ram, SaiPallavi as Sita and Yash as Ravana. The film is being produced by Namit Malhotra, the CEO of DNEG, one of the world's top VFX studios, and co-produced by Yash himself under Monster Mind Creations. Yes, a lot of you didn't know that Yash is co-producer of this film too. The film is also being scored by none other than Zimmer and Rahman. That itself should tell you how big this project is. The movie, or part 1, is expected to hit theaters around Diwali 2026, with the second part planned for Diwali 2027. So what we got today is just a taste, a 3-minute glimpse that doesn't reveal much but manages to stir a lot. Now let me say this upfront, this is not a review. This is way too early for that. What we saw today was more of an introduction, a tone setter, a glimpse into the world they're building. So this video is just my reaction, what stood out to me, what gave me goosebumps, and what I feel could be better as things move forward. Think of it as a conversation, not a critique. The first thing that absolutely floored me was the background score. The music is without a doubt the soul of this teaser. Hans Zimmer and Rahman together, that combination alone gives it a truly global, almost an otherworldly feel. The sound was rich, spiritual and powerful. It didn't just support the visuals, it elevated them. There were moments in the teaser where the music alone made me feel like I was stepping into something ancient, something larger than life. And then we got a very brief glimpse of Yash as Ravana. And let me just say this, he looks incredible. It's just a few seconds, but his body language, the intensity in his eyes, the sheer presence, he absolutely looks the part. There's a restrained power in the way he appears, and I can already imagine how impactful his performance might be on the big screen. Another thing I really liked was the design of the title cards. They are stylized almost like the Game of Thrones opening credits. There's this sweeping, mystic feel to them, the kind that promises world building, scale and ambition. It makes it clear that this isn't just a spiritual retelling, it's a full-blown cinematic saga. That said, there were a few things I think could use some improvement. The opening animation sequence, it looked a bit too much like Brahmastra. It had that glossy, overly CGI'd look which didn't quite land for me. Now I'm hoping that's just temporary or done specifically for the first look drop, but I do feel like the intro could have had a more unique or a grounded tone, especially for a story as rooted as Ramayana. Also, let's talk about the VFX, especially in Ranbir Kapoor's scene. While his presence as Lord Ram was serene and dignified, the effects surrounding him didn't feel as polished as I expected. And this is coming from a production that's being backed by DNEG, a studio that's worked on Dune, Tenet, Interstellar, literally Oscar-caliber visual effects. So naturally, expectations are sky high. What we saw wasn't bad, but it could definitely be more refined. You want the visuals to feel invisible, to blend so naturally with the scene that you forget you're watching CGI. That didn't quite happen here yet. I also noticed that the colors during Ranbir's sequences felt a little overly saturated and contrasty, almost like it was trying too hard to look epic. Personally, I prefer when color grading in VFX heavy scenes is more muted, more natural, something like Interstellar where everything feels real, even if it's fantastical. When the VFX blends into the environment, it becomes believable. When it stands out too much, it feels like a green screen, and that can break immersion. From what little we could see, the costumes look promising, but I'll reserve judgment until we get a longer teaser or a trailer. The world building though, it's intriguing. There's a definite attempt to create a distinct visual and emotional tone, and I respect that. Ramayana isn't an easy story to tell. It's sacred, it's epic, and it's emotionally loaded. So to even attempt something like this on such a large canvas deserves credit. All in all, this glimpse didn't give us much, but it gave us enough to get curious. It set a tone, it created intrigue, and it left me with one thought. If they can pull this off, if they can combine soulful storytelling with world-class visuals and music, we could be witnessing something truly historic from India. So these were my thoughts, not a review, not a verdict, just a movie lover sharing what he felt. I'm optimistic, I'm emotionally invested, and I'll be watching every step of the way. Let me know what you thought of the teaser in the comments, or the glimpse as you call it. Did the music hit you the way it hit me? What did you think of the casting choices, and are you excited too? If you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a like and consider subscribing please for more honest reactions, opinions and reviews, commentaries. Until next time, take care, stay curious, stay awesome, and bye bye.